That's what it's all about. It's all about the World Heavyweight Championship. Batista looks to regain the gold from King Booker. The animal has had enough with Booker's shenanigans and would love nothing more than to rip it from the throne, rip it from the grasps of King Booker. The bell has rung. This match has begun, and first contact as these two tie up. Batista gives a little shove back to King Booker to try and get an early display of dominance. Meanwhile, you see Queen Sharmell on the outside trying to tell her husband and her king what needs to get done. Batista has quite a wealth of knowledge he obtained from his time in Evolution under the leadership of the Game, Triple H, and the Nature Boy, the all-time great world champion, Ric Flair. Batista's got all kinds of knowledge. There's so much that he learned from Ric Flair that could easily help Batista win the world championship. Ric Flair being a 16-time world champion. Batista's got all the tools to be at the top once again. However, Booker T tried to get a couple blocks in on Batista. Batista's got Booker up and drives King Booker into the mat. Looks to end this one early, but it's not going to end so quickly as King Booker rolls to the outside. Queen Sharmell goes up to King Booker. They're trying to regroup. Queen Sharmell is trying to drag Booker to the back. I guess she wanted him to just leave. Say forget the match. Booker. Oh, gets caught. Gets caught by Batista, but King Booker gets driven into the mat by Batista. Batista's getting fired up. The thumbs are up, and the thumbs go down. Batista's calling it. He wants the Batista bomb. Booker T could smell trouble from a mile away. King Booker was wise as Batista gets caught up on the top rope by King Booker. The difference between King Booker and Batista is the experience. King Booker has more experience, the veteran of the two in this industry. Batista once again gets hung up on the top rope. Booker's starting to build himself a strategy. Stomping away at the chest and the throat of Batista. Booker perhaps finding himself finding the weakness in the animal Batista. Nice snapmare. But Batista, being the former world champion, has got to find a way. If he wants to regain the championship, he's got to get out of this. It's the biggest show of the summer. The biggest party. And that party could very well be spoiled depending on how this match concludes. As Batista starts to fight up, Booker T getting in some knees on Batista. Booker highly measured, highly calculated on that chop to the chest of Batista. Up and over. King Booker. Arms are trapped. Belly to belly takedown. Hooks the leg. Will it be enough? And it is not quite enough to keep down King Booker as Batista tries to hook onto the leg trap. Booker is fighting back, kicking back to create separation. Booker again, wisely rolling to the outside onto the floor to create separation. The scepter. The scepter driven into the face. The skull of Batista. Sharmell had it all planned out with King Booker. Sharmell distracting the referee. So the referee never saw the scepter being used. You can't call what you can't see. Booker looks to end it right now. Will it be enough? But there is still life left. The animal lives on to fight. What a rough shot that had Batista draping over the middle rope. Now it's King Booker, who knows he's got to get right back on the attack as he goes to work on the left tricep. It puts a lot of strain the way that King Booker has the arm torqued of Batista. Batista has a history of arm injuries. Tends to happen when you lift heavy, when you work out hard. Anything like that is possible and can happen. Batista trying to find a way back again to get out of this. It's starting to look familiar for Batista, where Batista is trapped in the grip of King Booker in this matchup. King Booker is wearing down the animal. That's what you have to do when you have a big guy like Batista. The longer you keep him down and keep him stagnant, the energy, it just all subsides. However, Batista was able to duck and Booker got caught up on the top rope. And maybe there's an opportunity for Batista. Well, that's not going to feel good. And a clothesline knocks Booker T down. King Booker goes down again. Side walk slam. Will it be enough for victory? And it is not quite enough. Batista thought that may have just been it to seal the deal. It's going to take a little bit more than that to put away the champion, to take home the gold. Queen Sharmell getting in the face of Batista. And that distraction allowed King Booker to send Batista right into the steel steps. That could be a big difference maker. There is no forgiveness when it comes to those steps. Not one little bit. If you want to win a championship, you can't let yourself get distracted. Booker heading high. Missile drop kick by the King. The King is going to keep his gold. But Batista stays in it. There is still a chance for Batista. Book. And to put it away. Nope. Not today. Batista refuses to stay down. Batista refuses to come back after 8 months to have his rush for gold end so soon. Was thinking the scissor kick to the back of the head, but it's not going to end right there. Batista's got Booker. Batista has King Booker. All the blood rushes. Spiked with a jackknife. Well, a jackhammer. This is a display of two men who want to be world champion more than anything. World title on the line. Champions mentality on display. Whether you're the champion, whether you're the challenger, to fight with all you have. Neck breaker from King Booker takes down Batista. Can this time be enough to put away? Oh, not this time. It's going to be more than that to put away the animal. Booker is measuring up. He's ready to go for it. Gets caught. Full Nelson spiked, driven into the mat. Booker gets slammed. Now Batista's calling. Here comes the play of the game. Sharmell gets in the ring and forces a disqualification. Sharmell just screwed Batista. And the heel kick to the jaw. This match, Batista could have just won the world championship. We will truly never know how this match would have ended had it not been for Queen Sharmell. But what we do know is that Booker just got caught. And now Batista just deadlifting King Booker up for a Batista bomb, and the message has been sent. Batista may not be able to win the world championship here at SummerSlam. King Booker retains. He certainly didn't win this match. He survived-ish. Batista won the match via disqualification. King Booker leaves as champion. And the day will come when Queen Sharmell gets what she deserves.